All right, all right, all right. We are live with a round one, game four match against Dark Knight and Universe. Dark Knight here has Doomsy as his coach. Universe here has Jaeger subbing in for his coach. His coach was Smoke, and actually, I'm not sure how much Universe was coached by Smoke. So we are kind of feeling that Universe might be an underdog here simply for the fact that he didn't have practice time, no prep time with his coach here. And we are gonna get started with Dark Knight in dark green and Universe in blue here. So Dark Knight, we're gonna check out some of his spots first. He has Montenegro, great spot, but already getting hit by the tower. And
Oh,
he's
no.
actually gonna lose that. That's huge. I think he was too busy here because Universe
But
was trying to
it's
take
fine.
Mace. He's gonna try this again. He's gonna rebuild here. If Universe spam swaps here, I think he's actually okay. He could
I
take
oh,
Macedonia here.
it,
Oh
but
no.
Universe is gonna get zero income if he doesn't take this.
Yeah, Universe has to go for this, and I don't know if he knows how to do the spam swap. So
I don't think he knows how to swap
Yeah,
anything,
but I
actually,
mean, even if he
unfortunately.
does, it's still gonna be like tough. And I think Dark Knight got mod. Yeah,
It's
and
unfortunate. Universe
he
has
can snipe mod
fantastic
though.
Baltics.
It's 1 HP. Look at
yeah,
mod. It's 1 HP.
yeah, Universe could
He,
snipe this really easily with a healthy rifle. And we're gonna have a
yeah.
6-4 already. Universe says ouch here. Universe, he could have done a one-man Sicily, he could have done Kaliningrad, he could have done Lithuania. Hopefully he sees this and
So
he's able to block Dark Knight from getting East Greenland. He's actually
this is
pushing up.
this is one of the things I've talked with Dark Knight a lot about. Planning the next turn ahead of time. It's like you saw him like instant get a unit in East Greenland. Like he already knew what he wanted to do. So hopefully I've taught him like get ready for next turn while you're doing literally nothing, watching your screen.
Yeah, I'm just. Although I don't think this is going to work against some of
Oh,
the more
that's big.
coached players. So, because Universe had a block in Croatia and East Greenland, and I think he could have stopped that prevention by Dark Knight. Dark Knight should not be getting those for free. Dark
I
Knight is
agree.
going to be able to get Bulgaria, though. He's pressuring Hungary.
Will he
Um,
get it in time?
he's
Will
not
he get
actually
Bulgaria
spam
in time?
swapping this, and he's going to miss this by a second. He misses
Oh,
that,
but it's
not even a
still
second.
10-6.
Where did Universe actually go here? So Universe, yeah, he just had Hungary. He's gonna finish up Slovakia. He's in a really bad spot. This is kind of hard to defend. You have to really be good at holding your units back so that your tower fires. And I really like this all-in play
Well,
from Dark Knight. This is a really good all-in play from Dark Knight. And we're gonna have a
yeah.
quick forfeit on Universe's part.
I'd request a couple more extra minutes with Universe.
Yep,
Give me a second.
we're gonna give a couple minutes in between these games. The coaches are gonna go coach their players. I think we're seeing just the impact of how much a coach has. Dark Knight playing pretty good here, but Universe, he just didn't have as much coaching as we would have liked before this tournament had started. Him and his coach couldn't find time to get together. They couldn't practice, and it's kind of seeing how it's going.
I'm gonna jump in chat with Dark.
Yep. So we are going to listen in on some of these coaches giving feedback to their players here. I think we're going to start with Jaeger and with Universe. We're going to listen into them first.
Bro, I wish he didn't see Macedonia, dude.
Okay, Universe. Listen, I don't know how much coaching you've got. Do you know about the swapping units?
Yeah.
Okay, so what you could have done there is you could have spam swapped with the units you had there in Macedonia to able to even get anything done. Also, make sure that you look before you start spawning units. Use an extra 5 to 6 seconds just to look around before you start using your gold round one. Okay?
All right, bro. Yeah, I blew that one.
Yeah. Do you get notifications on the minimap that you're getting attacked?
I think so. I think they blink red or something.
Yeah. Try to also like cast an eye on the minimap here and there. So yeah, if you see that he's trying to take one of your cities, just pull it back, okay?
All right, sounds good.
Okay, let's try that.
All right.
Okay, you just basically missed out on what I just told him, but oh my
Oh.
god, everyone's joining here.
That's all right. We're just bouncing around from coach to coach. Act like we're not even here.
I think DarkKnight and I are ready. We just
Yep.
yeah.
Perfect. All right. We're going to get the coaches and everyone back into this Discord voice chat. We're going to get the players by themselves here so that they do not get coaching during the game. They get coaches or coaching in between the games. And so we're going to have one more game here on, I believe, DarkKnight's host. They're both in the US, so the hosting and ping issues should not be a problem no matter who's hosting here, but that's just part of the tournament rules. And we're going to see if this coaching from Jaeger can help Universe out. Universe,
Okay.
we've seen him in some FFA games. He's definitely a good player and he knows what he's doing. But the 1v1 experience might haunt him here. So DarkKnight with an easy whales, and DarkKnight is going to 2 gold into National Park. This is always really nice to see. This is pretty easy to set up as well.
Yeah, he's getting 11 here, I think. I'm proud of my student.
Yeah, he has really good spots here. He's going to get Macedonia as well. And I'm trying to see where Universe plans to expand. He's spent 2 gold already on the map. He has Moscow that he could get, and he's actually going up into Sami from the top base of Norway. And he's gonna go 2 gold here. So again, this is just, I feel so bad for Universe here because he just did not get the coaching that he needed. Okay, so he didn't know that the game had started here.
Oh.
Oh, okay.
No, that's okay. No, we're gonna call a redo on this one.
I think it should be a mulligan to DarkKnight now because DarkKnight has 11. Okay, so for people who don't know,
Universe did say ready though, but he didn't actually.
Yeah.
This is your only mulligan. If you say ready and we go, we have to count it going forward.
I mean,
that was such a good spots. Those were really good spots for DarkKnight.
no, he didn't even have that great spots. He just played it well.
I mean,
like,
he had
got
Macedonia, he had Wales, he had this, and all of them were unblocked. I'd say that's pretty good. And then Bulgaria for a turn 2 setup, he had good spots in the Mid-East. He also had a one-man here. Like, I feel like he had really good spots. Universe didn't actually have the greatest spots, and I was wondering why he wasn't spending gold, and that's because he was AFK, even though he said ready. So, again, this is a little against format here. I don't really like how that's going. But this could again just be coming back to Universe not really having the 1v1 experience. DarkKnight again has Lebanon, DarkKnight has Georgia here. Universe is going to 2 gold up into here and take Serbia.
I think he's going to go Netherlands or National Park.
Yeah, DarkKnight has really good Netherlands and National Park. Universe has a really hard top-down West Greenland, and he's not going to get it now. If he would have started it at the beginning of the turn, he could have got this. He also has a top-down Wales that if he started at the beginning of the turn, he could have got that. He has a pretty easy Moldova. Even if you have the top base, you can snake your guy down here and still get that one. He is sitting at 0 gold now, so I'm wondering, he's actually
Can you look at
Denmark
Netherlands?
here. And
oh, he's not going to get it in time, but he's going to set it up for next turn.
Yeah, he'll have, I think DarkKnight's going to have 8, and then he'll have this for next turn, and if he wants, he can get this pretty easily with little investment here. And at the same time, so Universe has 6 income, he has Serbia, he is going to get Denmark this turn. And I would like to see, I'd like to see Universe just try to pump these right here and take Bosnia and Montenegro, and then he'll be under DarkKnight.
Yeah, I don't like how much gold he used in Denmark, but I definitely agree with going to Bosnia and Mont. That is the correct play, I think. And
Universe
he is going to
spending
do
his
that.
gold here. Yep, so he spent the rest of his gold, and he is going to push Montenegro. He does know how to target fire back. Like I said, Universe definitely a good player, but I think it's just going to come down to this 1v1 experience. And I really hope that he can get into this game and he can make it a challenge for DarkKnight here.
Okay, so I literally, like, before the game started, I said make sure you don't lose the bottom base of Croatia. It's really strong defensive. So I want to see if he like swaps it to like a high HP unit when he sees him in Bosnia.
Yeah, look at this
Or
income
something.
gap here. So Universe
yeah.
actually, he lost 2 guys And he's saying he should have practiced. He's spending some time typing right now. I definitely feel bad for Universe being in this position, but he did know that the tournament was coming. I just know that he didn't have time to match up with his coach here. So
And he defended bottom base. Let's go.
DarkKnight, yep, DarkKnight listening to his coach and his instructor here. He's defending this base. He knows how good this base is to hold that southern position. And trying to see if DarkKnight's expanding anywhere else around the map. He used some spawns, and I think he used a couple gold to take this base, so he can finish up getting Azer here. He has some spawns here if he wants to do anything in the Mid-East. He's actually taking Slovakia. He's going up into Czech here.
This is like really my style of playing, like winning by expansion. I like to see this.
I'm actually proud of Universe here. He waited until towards the end of the turn when DarkKnight didn't have a lot of gold left in the bank.
But he's not noticing. DarkKnight didn't see yet.
DarkKnight didn't have gold to really respond to this. This pressure is
But
pretty
he's
big.
8 income.
The income advantage
Yeah.
is huge here. So Universe isn't using his spawns. DarkKnight could also use his spawns here. Universe has a huge standing army though, and I think this is going to be his strategy to get back into this game. If Universe this turn can push this and cut Poland, that would be huge for him. And DarkKnight's actually pushing. DarkKnight only has 3 gold here. Oh, and he snipes the base.
Oh.
The fact that Universe gave up that base is huge. That ends the entire push that he had. And now that he's going to have to play on the back foot defensively, and he's going to be down, he's down 8 gold here, and it's going to be even worse after this turn.
Yeah, I don't see how my student ain't gonna win this game. I think he got it. Yeah.
Yeah, Universe can hold on to this position for a bit, but the problem here now is that he's really trapped in his expansion route. He doesn't have a lot of places to expand to, and DarkKnight's going to be able to keep running away with the income lead. All DarkKnight has to do is sit here, and he can expand in the Mid-East. He can go Germany if you want. He can literally do whatever he wants. With this income gap too, yeah, you can mortar these troops
He's
down,
just gonna.
and you can just literally spearhead your way into this rough position. Making Aurora is a genius idea here. He still has a bunch of gold. He's actually spending it on his expansion elsewhere. Kind of want to see. He actually spent a lot to go up into the Baltics. I don't really agree with that. You're spending all this gold just to take a couple of income here. But I guess he's just trying to expand any way that he can at the moment. Universe also working on his expansion to try to claw his way back into this game. Universe having this Austria base is actually pretty good for him as well, but he's not really able to do anything with it at the moment.
Yeah, I don't really think there's a lot anymore. I think this game's just over, to be honest. Like the income gap, he has like over twice his income.
Yeah,
like
the city
even
count
just
here,
spamming knights might work. Oh, okay. I mean, it's still like
if he
big
wins
gap.
a big fight here, he might have a chance back into the game. DarkKnight really didn't expand too much during that round. I think he maybe got Palestine and he got these two, while at the same time Universe was able to get this. I don't know how long, he might have just got Moldova and then he also got Portugal. But this is where I think DarkKnight is going to run away because he's going to get Syria here. He's already working on Turkey as well. The mortaring here is just going to be really annoying for Universe to have to deal with. And you can see here, Universe is actually defending this right now, but he's the one getting hit by the tower. So he really needs to pull these units back, make sure that he's in the defensive. Holding position here is key. The other thing is like this tower might play a role into this attack as well. DarkKnight actually doing a dispel on Universe's units here. And I think Universe re-roared, and then he dispelled DarkKnight. And Universe is actually eating DarkKnight in this choke point at the moment. But again, it doesn't really matter when you're up by 22 gold. With that 22 income gap plus the spawn advantage is just huge right now. DarkKnight can just shove units in here, I think. He doesn't want to play it too dangerous, but if you keep this fight up, you just want to keep this fight up. You don't want to shove units down too far where they're getting hit by too many bases. But this is not bad for DarkKnight. He still has 27 gold, while Universe has spent everything. Universe with another dispel here. DarkKnight doesn't have enough mana to re-roar. He's pulling back for the time being. DarkKnight, though, with 20 gold still, he's going to get Turkey this turn. And here's the other thing that you have to think about. All of these units and these spawns, they're all going to come up from behind as well. This is all that Universe is clinging onto at the moment, and he's about to be completely surrounded.
When you're saying 22 gold, I mean, it's 22 gold and like 11 spawns difference. So
Yes.
it's like 33.
Yeah.
So this is going to be a big problem for Universe. It's definitely like I would say this game is just lost. Like most players would probably forfeit here.
Yeah, it's
But
up to.
I
Sorry,
yeah.
continue, Doomsy. My bad.
But yeah, we haven't really like talked about how you close games like this. I haven't talked with him about it, but like you can just all in like in the fight because you're gonna win. You have more mortars, you have more healers, you have more of everything. You can spam from every angle here. So yeah, if he just spams all his gold here into this, he just wins the game, Dark Knight.
Yeah, and I think that's actually what he did. So he was just waiting to get the
Yeah.
complete surround. All of his spawns are coming up from the Mid-East now as well. He's been using his spawns in the Baltics. We saw them moving down this way. And yeah, he's just shoving units in right now. The kill death may not be in favor of him, but it doesn't even matter.
Yeah,
Yeah,
there
he
comes
just
the forfeit.
overwhelmed him in the middle. And so we're going to have the coaches go. They're going to talk to their players, and then we're going to rehost it on Universe's ping. Again, it should be the same. I believe they're both in the US, but just in all fairness, we want to keep it consistent across all games. So we're going to go listen in to Jaeger, try to coach up Universe as much as he can.
So do you know about when someone takes a country, it's announced in the scoreboard that, for example, if Dark Knight takes Austria, it's announced?
Yeah.
Yeah, so let's do this. You try to expand as best as you can round one, and round one and round two, you do a little bit expanding, but you track where he's going, and then be very, very hyper aggressive and expand towards him and try to end the game early, okay?
Yeah, I think I'll fare better that way.
Yeah, I think you're good at fighting. You know when to pull back. You understand that you're out positioned or that maybe you don't have a better position. So try to be more. Let's go for the hyper aggressive strategy. I think we need to do something. Okay.
Yeah, we got to get a dub here.
Yeah, let's do it, bro. Let's go.
Yeah.
All right, Universe, real quick. So you're gonna be the one that hosts the game now, so that it's on your ping. Even though it's US, so I don't know how much of a difference it will make. But when you create the game, just make sure that when you choose the Risk game, Risk 1.61, hit Advanced Options for me. And then on the right, it will say Observers, and by default, it will say No Observers. And you'll just choose Referees. And then go back to Map Information, and then you'll be able to hit Create. That will let me be able to referee the game so I can observe you two playing.
Right. I'm down to run it like this if you want. I don't care.
Okay, you're cool to just have Dark Knight keep hosting it then?
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. That sounds good. I'll go let him know, and he'll put the game up for us.
All right. Sounds good, bro.
Good luck, Universe.
Wanna work on, and I think like you worked a lot on your expansion, and you did it really great. Because like getting that 11, like I don't see you 2 weeks ago getting 11 and come consistently, or in like a match here, and that was pretty nice to see that. Okay, Kev, I also just explained Dark Knight that like if he has like spots that he doesn't want to play, he can like say he wants to use this mulligan because that's usually how we do with mulligans if someone does stuff like that.
Yeah, that sounds good. If we did give Universe a mulligan, so yeah, we can definitely give Dark Knight a mulligan. I feel like you should call it though before the end of turn 1, right?
Oh yeah,
Right,
yeah.
Okay,
You
perfect.
called it like the first 10 seconds if you don't
Perfect.
want to play.
Dark Knight, real quick. So Universe is actually cool if you just go ahead and host it again and just keep it as it was. So if you don't mind, just throwing up the game with the referee enabled again, and then we'll all hop in there.
Oh, okay.
Awesome. Thank you.
Yep. So leave and host a new one.
Yeah.
Okay, sounds good.
And well played.
All right, we're gonna get back into this voice channel. We'll wait for Dark Knight to create the lobby. So Dark Knight right now with an early 2-0 lead over Universe. And I think we're seeing signs of Universe actually, like he would actually be pretty good at 1v1s. It is just coming down to repetition and practice with a person who has experience in the 1v1 world. And I'm very disappointed in the sense that he just hasn't had those opportunities to really get that practice in with a coach.
So I think like the biggest difference between like a FFA player and a 1v1 player is not like the fighting, it's more the expansion. And like I can help him like expand by like learning him stuff and stuff like that, and I think I've done that. But like a lot of expansion is also just like practice by yourself. Like you get better by keep trying to expand, keep doing those turn 1s and 2s, like restarting your game. And I know Dark Knight has done that, so I know like how much he's improved, because like when I was playing or watching him play earlier, he would like keep messing up turn 1s, but like watching him now, he's doing way better. I mean, he didn't lose any units here. He might not have the finished Netherlands, but at least he like had everything set up for next turn.
Yeah, I agree with you. I think that that's definitely the biggest thing with the 1v1 players and the free-for-all players. Like 1v1 is definitely a different ball game. You have to be able to get that really high income on turn 1 to be able to keep up with your opponent, and then you also have to know like the efficient expansion. Like every unit matters, especially in those earlier rounds, and you'll see lots of the top players like the first couple rounds they'll have like 11-0, 12-0 as their kill death ratio. And they're not spending 4 gold all in one city to just take one country. They're spreading out their units. They're swapping with a unit at their base to get a fully healthy one. And we're definitely seeing Universe not really have that kind of practice that Dark Knight's been able to get.
Yeah, I definitely agree with you.
So here we
Also,
have. Oh, wait, 1 second. Sorry. So Dark Knight's in red this time. I just wanted to make sure that the viewers knew. And then Universe is in blue. All right. What were you saying, Doomsy?
so I'm saying like the expansion turn 1 and turn 2, it's not only like good for 1v1s, it's also something you can take with you in FFAs. So I recommend like FFA players also trying the 1v1 scene, because there's like a lot to take with you from this like type of game mode into FFA. Like learning to do these 10s or like 12s efficiently, that's just key to winning FFAs as well.
Oh,
like
I
you
agree.
can get big early.
Definitely.
I also think, Kev, that it's worth mentioning that there's actually fog of war when the players
Oh,
play.
yeah.
We can't see it right now, so there's a different perspective when they are playing. So sometimes fog of war can play with you, make your gunman run into the tower because you didn't
Yep.
set it up properly, or actually it's a big part in the 1v1. So we see the entire map, we see what's going on. It's easier to say, oh, you should have done this and this, but the fog of war is absolutely a variable that needs to be considered when doing playing 1v1.
Yeah, that is actually a really good point, and that is something that one of the like free-for-all players have to get used to. Like, you really have to rely on this right here. Like, you can see Universe getting Albania here. That pops up for everyone in the game. So Dark Knight can actually see that Universe claimed Albania and he claimed Macedonia. And yeah, so this actually becomes even more crucial in a 1v1. I just want to highlight some notes on the game real quick here. So Universe went Libya, and then he went all in here with Albania, Macedonia, and Bulgaria. And if he can get Bulgaria in time, which I think if these 3 units start shooting now, he has the chance to get Bulgaria in time here. It's actually going to be pretty close. He will be in a pretty good spot. Yeah, he built that extra. He had it plenty of time here. And 17-13. I noticed that Dark Knight here, he missed Moscow. But otherwise, he's been doing a really good job. He actually went Belarus, and Universe didn't see that. Universe could have stopped that 4 income there. And Universe is actually getting cut in Macedonia. That's such a big cut. I forgot to mention Dark Knight does have the right base of Greece here. And Universe is being ballsy here. He tried to go back up for a little expansion, but he's coming back down now. Dark Knight did snipe that healer. He target fired the healer to kill it. And they are both all out of gold here. Universe has a good KD only because he's defending and has the tower advantage. Dark Knight is going to really need to win this, I think, right here, because Dark Knight's not going to have any expansion after this. Although I don't think Universe will either.
Yeah, Universe doesn't expand. He doesn't even finish Egypt this turn, while Dark Knight has set up Germany. Yeah, oh, he will get Egypt, actually, maybe.
He might get Egypt. This is actually going to be huge. Oh, that was really huge. 17-15 now. Dark Knight isn't really close to getting... Yeah, he's going to be able to use spawns possibly to get Germany if he can multitask this turn. But you know what? Universe has an extra spawn here, and that 15 gold. He could surround this city, and I think if he surrounds the city...
Dark Knight has to pull out of here. He has to get out of here.
I think Dark Knight's going to be... Oh, Dark Knight still has 10 gold. Dark Knight,
yeah,
is he going to spend here? Universe? Yeah, he's going to pull back. He's going to pull back here.
Yeah.
No, wait. It was a fake pullback. He's taking a
we
bad fight,
talked
I
about
think.
not over defending. Yeah, he should have pulled it back to Greece here and just focus on expanding. But I mean, it's fine because Dark Knight is expanding a lot this turn. And what countries do Universe finish this turn? He
Universe.
finishes. Yeah,
Yeah, see, Dark Knight
he
actually
gets
built a
Mod
couple
this turn.
here. So yeah, he should have just retreated that army here. He's gonna get a couple of
Yeah,
income, I think. He's not gonna get Israel in time. On the other hand, Dark Knight is setting up Africa. Dark Knight did get Germany, and he also got Malta. So you'll see that 25 to 19 gap now. And if you are Universe, this is actually kind of a big deal. You need this base, and you can finish up Greece. Universe, though, definitely has a chance in this game here. He definitely has a chance. This is probably the closest game that we've had so far this series, and he is going to have position on the map, and he's going to be able to push from the south. The problem is Dark Knight, he's going to have Africa, and he also has the Malta port, and he can threaten this Greece port if he wants to. So Dark Knight's just going to focus on out expanding Universe at the moment, making sure he keeps that income lead. I'm actually confused why Dark Knight spent a little bit here. I don't like this play by Dark Knight. I think Universe, though, not using all of his units, but yeah, this is why this is such a bad play on Dark Knight's part. He's
yeah.
gonna get completely surrounded. He's spending here, and he doesn't need to spend. This doesn't really prevent Universe from doing anything that Universe wants to do. Like, Universe is still gonna be able to get Romania here, and on top of that, he's getting fed.
Beautiful.
This
Beautiful
is such
play.
a beautiful fight by Universe. The fact that he pulled
yeah.
all those troops back here and he slaughtered that army. Now, look at this. Universe actually has a standing army, so the income gap might look huge, right? But Universe still has a lot of troops left over from that fight, whereas Dark Knight wasted all that gold and he doesn't have those troops anymore. And so Universe is going to push up now from a great position on the map, I think.
But he used way too much gold there. What Dark Knight should do this turn is just like keep expanding, and then next turn he takes the fight on ship and just sets all his bonds to Slovakia and defend there. In Poland.
I hope that the more consolidated countries from Universe will help Universe in his attack
So-
going south to north. I think that if he gets Ukraine and consolidates in Hungary or Slovakia, I think it's sorry,
Dark Knight
it's
is trying
highly
to take fights he shouldn't take right now. Like
it's
spot-
highly probable actually that Universe might just overwhelm Dark Knight right now.
This is the problem, though, I think. I think Dark Knight knows that if he gets this position, I don't think Universe can win. And he has that income gap where he can keep up if Universe does want to make it a ship fight.
Not gonna lie, there's a lot of like newer players in the 1v1 scene that has a blind spot for Greece, Albania, Macedonia. I think he might get all the way up to Macedonia before someone even notices this.
Yeah, he's pretty
Yeah,
focused
he's too
right
focused.
now. But
But
Dark Knight
don't
has
lose
no
Poland.
gold. Dark Knight actually doesn't have any gold. This is all Dark Knight's gold because Dark Knight made an
Oh,
SS.
he built SS.
Dark
Oh
Knight
my
built
God.
an SS, and this is actually a misplay. Universe is laughing right
Yeah,
now.
definitely.
If Universe
Definitely a
realized,
misplay.
so this is what Universe should do. Universe should realize an SS costs 45 gold. Dark Knight only has 45 income. Dark Knight can't make any troops. Yeah, Universe might get wrecked here, but he can do some defense off the shore, and he can push all this land. He should be able to overwhelm the land army, especially now that the income is so close together.
And especially when he has Libya too. If he actually right now stabilizes in Serbia and Macedonia, which I hope he does, he can always counter drop Greece and come upwards. And I think that unfortunately that SS is going to be quite idle.
I think it's still like it's not like terrible what Dark Knight did. Like it's bad. It's a bad play getting the SS, but I guess it works out because like Universe did not like he did not do what he had to do to defend. He had to defend the right base of the Montenegro. He had to like not let him get in there, get the bases there. And he's not even cutting Germany this turn.
He's shoving units here. I wish that, he's going to be a little more active in Germany here. He's trying to defend this, but at the same time, he needs to be pulling back those units, that's for sure. But yeah, he can definitely make this SS useless just by defending these cities. He already lost his top base, though, which isn't the end of the world. He can defend top Slovenia, he can defend Hungary, he can defend Serbia. This is kind of tough for him to defend because he can get surrounded here.
You can defend it, but it's gonna be like hard. You have to use lots of APM. and the enemy still has an SS walking around the map, he's gonna go to Libya. He's gonna like do a lot of stuff with that SS.
Yeah, unfortunately, he also stopped expanding in the Middle East. I bet he has a lot of spawns in the Middle East
Yeah,
idling.
he does.
That's like
So-
20. This is like 20 to 30 gold worth of units that aren't
Yeah.
being used at the moment. He did get
that's
Germany,
unfortunate.
but he's
Yeah.
pulling back all these units now to defense mode. And yeah, I think this is where Universe kind of stalls out. He's going to be on the back foot defending the bad position here. And the income gap is getting bigger and bigger as DarkKnight continues to swallow Universe up from the bottom. Also, DarkKnight, he should recognize that Universe had Ukraine, and he should just use these spawns to try to just snipe a base there. That's 7 gold that he could easily cut.
I absolutely agree with you. But like the SS is coming in handy, like not even after like it did its purpose of like getting all those countries. It's still gonna be able to get some more income and probably cut him if he keeps using it, of course.
Yeah, I mean the SS, I think so. The SS doesn't end up being the nail in the coffin for DarkKnight. The SS though, I think is still a mistake. I think that did give
Yeah,
Universe a
it's
brief
not a good
window
play.
to get into the game. But the fact now
Yeah.
that DarkKnight has an SS, it literally it prevents Universe from doing any kind of reverse push without an SS of his own. And Universe just
Yeah.
cannot keep up in a ship battle. So if he starts investing in ships, DarkKnight can outspend him easily.
Yeah. So what DarkKnight has to do right now to close out this game? Oh, okay. It's just he already closed it out on this turn. I see. Like the income's too white now. He has position. He has income. Like huge income advantage. I think most players, even if you aren't good at 1v1s, you win this because you have your experience from FFA, and that's enough. You know how to fight basic. This is like basic fighting south to north with SS advantage. Most FFA players have tried this scenario before. Oh, pushing in Hungary, that's nice.
Yeah,
In Slovenia.
One thing I would say for DarkKnight is maybe some spawn management from his coach here. With Italy and all of these
Yeah.
guys could be going up and expanding into Spain while he's doing all this. But I feel like if you're Doomsy right now, you're definitely smiling. Doomsy's over here very happy with the performance of his player, and DarkKnight is just he's running away with this. Yeah, it's almost a 20 income gap. This SS just kind of being annoying here in the Mid-East. Lots of spawns that Universe wasn't even really able to use. He's been distracted with the fights up here. He hasn't been able to expand. He's kind of been just defending, and it's just going to keep getting worse and worse. So Universe can expand and take the Baltics here, but as he continues to climb upwards, so does DarkKnight. And DarkKnight's just going to keep pushing him from the bottom.
Yeah, and Ukraine's gonna fall soon. Oh, he started using his units in Italy now as well.
Yep, and I think he recognized
and
the spawns.
Algeria.
Yeah, he's using those African units now. And Universe did defend this year, so it's going to be hard to push up into this, but I don't think any of that really matters. I'm not sure Universe can really climb back into this one. And unfortunately, again, I think that we've said it so many times during this game, but I think that this just shows the difference that some of the practicing in 1v1s can make, and having a coach just go over some of the fundamentals of how 1v1s play out. This is just a huge highlight of what kind of impact that can have on the players.
Yeah, I still see lots of improvement, but like I'm like happy. When we went into this, I said I didn't expect perfect. Yeah, and he knows that. Like he knows his own mistakes. I'm happy. Like knowing that you made a mistake is like more important than like making this mistake, in my opinion. Like being able to see what you did wrong by yourself, that's really important. He's been self-improving a lot just by playing DarkKnight, and I like that.
Yeah, I think they both recognize this game is over. Universe is just trying to get a couple good fights out of this. This is kind of his last holdout here with his army. And I love the many times during the match we've been seeing the roars, the dispos, the re-roars. It's been a battle between them with their roar units, and that's been pretty great. This is the first time we've seen this many roars being used in our 1v1 tournament series. So maybe a little overspending on roars on DarkKnight's part. He does have like 4 or 5, but that's okay. It's better to have a roar than not have one at all. And when you have this much gold, you kind of just throw gold around. And Universe with the great sportsmanship here. He says that you're really good. He calls the GG, the FF. Dark Knight does win a 3-0 series against Universe. I really want to get Universe back into a tournament. I want to get him a coach that is fired up and ready to go so that they can get some practice time. Because I think if we get Universe some practice, he's going to be an animal in 1v1s. And with this series wrapped up, we are going to pull in some of these players. And we're going to get a post-game interview to see how they're feeling and how Dark Knight's feeling moving into round 2.
Go. You're muted, by the way. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Here, 1 sec. I'm gonna join on Discord here.
All right. Dark Knight, winner of the round 1 series against Universe. He wins it 3-0. How are you feeling overall about your performance, Dark Knight?
It was pretty good. Universe, he played good in that last game there. He definitely needed to work on his expansion a little more, but it was played good overall. Felt good.
Now, Doomsy, how are you feeling about Dark Knight moving into round 2? Do you think he has the skill level to handle some of these other victors in their round 1 games during the round 2 matchup?
I think he did a really well performance. We had a thing like we talked about like over defending stuff for no reason, like taking fights that weren't like really necessary. We saw that in the last game, but like overall, I'm like happy with the performance, and the expansion was really nice. And yeah, I'm an expansion guy, and I like seeing him winning by expansion.
Awesome. All right, well, Dark Knight, anything you want to say before we end this round? And we'll see you, I guess, in round 2 going forward. We're going to see who you'll be up against here in a few days after these round 1 games wrap up.
Yep, excited to see who I'm going to be playing. Let's go.
Awesome.
Yeah, I believe my player or my trainee can do this. I think he got it in the back.
I love the coach's confidence in the player. That's what we want to see. Well, thank you both for joining. If you watch us on YouTube, like, subscribe, and we will see you in the next one.